Yeah, this is working. It's all set. Oh, I say. That's right. I like to briefly describe where modes originate. Starting with Ionian, it's same thing as the major scale. Same thing. Once you establish a root note, let's do D. This set of intervals that define Ionian, once you establish a root note, we'll go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, and it's done. That would represent one octave of Ionian. So whole step higher than D, all right, would be an E. So I'm going to go D, E. Whole step higher than that would be F sharp. Half step higher than that would be G for our fourth scale degree. Whole step higher than that would be A. Whole step B. Whole step C sharp. And half step whoa to D. So there would be your series. Series of notes. You know, that whole do re mi thing from The Sound of Music. It's where it comes from. Whatever. So that scale can be executed in several ways on the instrument. It's finite, of course, 6 strings and 22-ish frets. So let's find D as an open string and play it 1 octave using that series of intervals that makes it Ionian. So we have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, and then C sharp to D. Right? Start on the 5th fret of the A string with your first finger. Let's do this one octave to start with, and then bring in a 2nd octave. From that second D, the one that's an octave higher than the first one, let's do the same thing. We'll go D, E, F sharp, G, A, and then B, C sharp to D. So if I were to combine those into one pattern, it'll end up yielding 3 notes per string. A little bit slower. Lovely. Let's try doing that same thing with the 2nd finger as the root note. So we'll play D and E on this string, then F sharp, G, A, and then B, C sharp, and D. Not that. If you wanted to start with that finger and go 2 octaves, there'll be a shift. Classical players like this one, myself included. D, E, F sharp, G, A. On the next string, we're going to have just the 1st finger and 3rd finger play 4 notes like this. Shift. So yeah. And then to continue on from there, the gesture, the pattern stays the same. F sharp, G, A, and then B, C sharp to D. Like so. Like that. Let's go to the E string, 10th fret for the next D. And again, all the same pitches. We have mostly natural notes with the exception of an F sharp and a C sharp whenever they come up. Try that with your 4th finger. Where else? Try it here with your 4th finger. This D. Wherever you have, wherever you have those notes, it'll end up giving you the sound of D Ionian. Get creative. Try like using open strings in combination with fretted pitches. Something like, I don't know, let's go open D, to this E. Right? And from here, F sharp to open G. Kind of nice. Right? After that G, we'll play A to open B. Right? And from here, these two fingers, third and first, could play like really gross intervals that just, with some chords just sound gorgeous. Like just depends on how you use it. Let's try that one again. That was kind of cool. So play open D to E, F sharp to open G, A to open B, sorry, and then C sharp to D. I would never hold my guitar like this. I was doing it for the sake of demonstration. So yeah, a lot of different possibilities. Let's try transposing that to a new key. Let's take a really guitar player non-friendly key, like D flat. D flat has 5 flats in it. So if I took this D flat and kept all those intervals the same that I described before, whole step, half step, blah, 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 it would be, I shouldn't say that. It's on the screen. D, E flat, F. They're both whole steps. Whole step to E flat, whole step to F. And a half step higher than F would be G flat, giving us again the 4th scale degree. There. Then a whole step to A flat, whole step to B flat, whole step to C, and a half step to D flat to finish it. So again, you just have to get creative and find out the scales that work for you in the beginning, get comfortable with it, and develop an actual physical vocabulary that you're comfortable using. So if you get a song, it could be like in a band where like people are tuning down and transposing and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't change your tuning, you can still play in their keys if you just know how to move these modes around and move chord forms around. It's a different conversation, I guess. Just to wrap it up, let's try that D flat 2 octaves. So like that, right? 2, 3,